What's going on, True Combat King family? I'm your host, Rory187, and today we're accompanied by your Vice Presidential Staff member, Gameaholic. How you doing, Game?
Doing pretty good over here.
Awesome. Well, you guys, this is your new show for the week. Um, let's start December off right, shall we? Before we get any further into today's show, let's go ahead and give a shout out to all the members, shall we? So first thing first, let's go ahead and kind of start from top to the bottom. We got our man Dan. Dan's a little bit late to the show. How you doing today, Dan?
Doing well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for making it today, pal. Next up on our list is my man Bird. How you doing today, Big Bird?
I'm pretty good, doing pretty good.
Awesome. That's Icy Bear, you guys. My daughter Icy wanted to show up and give her support to TCK today. Um, Next up on our list we have our man Arrow Rock. How you doing, Arrow Rock?
I'm doing fine.
Excellent. And Rue, what about you?
Oh
Oh no. I know you like Rue. Rue's cool, right? Okay. All right. And then we also have Lone Wolf. How you doing today, Lone Wolf?
Está bien. Está bien.
Awesome. Now, for those of you guys who are members of TCK, you know I'm full of shit when I say this. But last and not least, LOL. Eric Miami, how you doing today, pal?
Not least, I'm fantastic.
Awesome. You're least. I guarantee you, you're fucking least.
You're not least. Such a dick, right?
You're a pebble, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, when you put it that way.
Okay, how do I put this? You're a pebble, dude. I'm sorry. Okay,
It's all
here, but
good.
it's all jokes, man. All love, man. All family love. Okay, well, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in at home once again. Let's go ahead and get today's meeting on the road, shall we? First up on the table, as usual, is going to be Knights and Cubs. Well, before we get any further off, let's go ahead and call today's meeting into session. So, first thing first, Knights and Cubs. Do we have anything on the Knights and Cubs table?
No, sir.
No? Awesome. Well, just remember, you guys, presidential elections going on right now, and your guys' vote definitely has a lot of power right now. So, this is the one place where someone beneath the age of 18 has a say-so. And as a member of TCK, you guys have a big say-so. Now, with you, Rue, and with you, Arrow Rock, both you guys have a lot to lose and a lot to gain depending on who becomes president. So, I'm going to be hoping that both of you guys are doing the best you can to make sure your champion is succeeded into office. So, before we move on, are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Knights and Cubs? Knights and Cubs going once. Knights and Cubs going twice. Yes, Icy Bear. What's your question? Okay, well, I don't think you're old enough yet to be a member, so give us about roughly another 10 years or so. We'll be sure to work that out. We'll be sure to add that to the minutes. Anything else on Knights and Cubs? Knights and Cubs going once, going twice. For the third and final time, Knights and Cubs. Alright, with nothing else, let's move on up to Green Shield. Well, TCK, as you guys may or may not know, on Green Shield, we have been doing pretty solid. However, at this point in time, I'm kind of reminded of a bitch I once knew named Felicia. I don't remember too much about her, but I remember at one point in time, there was a few Green Shielders who dressed up just like her. And as of this point in time, my buddy Gameaholic here has a list of few candidates that are no longer qualified for enrollment in Green Shield. We do apologize, but these individuals are no longer accepted. And if Empty Bick was sitting here today, I'm pretty sure he'll be here to say, bye, Felicia. So with that being said, Gameaholic, what you got on your list? Who are we getting rid of today?
All right. So these people that have been dropped, they were above the line on my updates, and they're not being punished. They just simply haven't got on to have tryouts. I sent out messages. So there are three dropouts. The three people we're dropping are Dogma Stuffins, Rundown Rookie, and O2O Slayer 020.
All right. Well, if you could just get that list to the presidential staff, and we'll make sure we do our part from behind the scenes. Um, So yeah, if you guys are watching this communication and one of you three just happens to be like, oh no, that's me. Well, you're not screwed altogether. Just get in touch with one of your commanders and we can definitely get this all worked out and resolved. But as of now, you're no longer a member of the True Combat King family on Halo 5. We do apologize. So, with that being said, let's move on to some more brighter news, shall we? We have been actively prospecting once again as a family. This has definitely been very beneficial. I just want to take a few seconds to just remind everyone of what our jobs are in a party. The party leader at the end of every game should be backing out of every single game. From there, it's his ultimate responsibility. If any other commanders or members in the party want to help with this, they're more than welcome to. Excuse me, sorry about that. Research has shown that the more people that send invites, not the more invites that you get from one person, but the more you get from multiple people, the more likely you are to actually accept those invitations. So if we did have someone else, but if worse come to worse, if the party lead himself sends out 1 or 2 invites per person, that's awesome. Now, everyone else in the party, understand it's everybody's job. As a party leader, I even do it myself after I get the guys in here usually. But it's everyone's job to send out a party chat invite. If you guys want to get back into the game a lot quicker, we need to know who from the last game had a headset. That's all we care about. We're trying to get as many people in here to see who has a headset. Once we can figure out who have a headset, we'll isolate the headsets, we'll keep them, and we'll ditch everyone else and go right back into matchmaking, giving us a chance to get to know the individuals. So understand that over the next couple of days and weeks to come, this is going to be something that you should be seeing a lot more of. Every commander is encouraged to definitely do their part, definitely take a few moments and send out those invites. Send out those private chats and make sure that people are linking up with us. Before we move on, Dan, I know that you're here, Dan. Would you like to come on stage with us, pal? Come on up here. Come on up here. It's your pretty fugly self. Okay, Dan. Oh, Dan.
I'm here.
Hey, come on up here, pal. Oh,
I'm up
how you
here.
doing there? How you doing? You know, man, hey, you know how this helmet works. I can only see so much, man. You know, you gotta actually tap me when you get there. You guys ever wonder how... Thanks, man. Thanks, man. If you guys ever wonder why, you know, us Spartans be getting assassinated, it's because, you know, we can only see right in front of us. My peripheral vision sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so... All right, so, now that Dan is here, you guys, let's get ready to move on with Green Shell Table. Is there anything on Green Shell you guys feel we should talk about?
Yeah.
Okay, what's on your mind, my
I'm not
friend?
gonna really broadcast. Well, I'm not gonna broadcast all of it. Just real quick. Who's here? Okay, let me just see something. All right. So all I want to say, Greenfield, when we get people in, it's time for them to do their tryouts. Let's just try and encourage them as much as we possibly can. If they lose, they can't, pass that trial and stuff like that. Let's try to encourage them as much as possible, um, and make them feel that they can pass and they will pass. We got some members that are coming in, pretty good people that get very discouraged or have been discouraged about their tryouts. So let's just try to make them feel more welcome.
Here, here. Now, you guys, in case if you don't know the particular example that we're giving right now, there's a guy by the name of Chris the Truth. And a lot of members of TCK can all agree that he had a lot of potential. But unfortunately, that potential was greatly outlived, and he is no longer amongst our ranks. So we do apologize, and we do wish Chris the best in life. 1 second, you guys. Dealing with kids has got me in this very sticky situation. This break is brought to you in part by Hershey's Syrup. Please hold on 1 second here. Hershey's, if you're watching this, you guys owe us a nickel for the sponsorship. If you're broadcasting your fucking messages. Anyway, let's get back on topic, guys. 1 second, I do apologize. Okay, and thank you once again for that, Dan. I do apologize. I had something on my shirt, you guys. Sorry about that. Or I'm an armor. Whatever. Okay, so Chris the Truth was a good individual, as Dan was highlighting. His only real downfall was his arrogance, unfortunately. But as I did say just now, we are all wishing him the very best of luck in life, and we do hope to see him again someday. You know, we just hope that when he comes back around, he has a little bit more time to allow us to develop with him as he develops with us. So, here's to you, Chris. We salute you. That's my army stance for me saluting you. Okay. So, is there anything else on Green Shield, you guys, that we should talk about before we move on? Gameaholic, you have anything? No?
No.
Alright, well, Green Shield going once, Green Shield going twice. For the third and final time, Green Shield, Green Shield, Green Shield. With nothing else on Green Shield, let's get ready to move on up. Okay, so our next table for today is going to be our member table. Once again, you guys, I know custom game night has definitely been going on without any problems, so I want to definitely give you guys a shout out. As Black Shield, I can reassure you guys we're doing a lot behind the scenes to make sure we come up with better activities for you guys to introduce to the family on a broader schedule and to make sure that everyone has a more fulfilling experience in the True Combat King family and not just I'm only on here to play matchmaking. In addition to that, I want to note that the classes have been becoming one of the family values, if you will. I don't know, that seemed like about a pretty good word. What would you say, right, Dan? Family values?
Yeah.
You guys definitely have been making that one of our cornerstones of the foundation of TCK, and we're looking forward to keeping this as a true bonding experience within the family. So all members of TCK are going to be continuously encouraged to partake in other events, not just show up to only your house events if you're doing that at all. But if you're not doing that, then understand that your house is probably actively engaging in the other wings meetings altogether in their classes as well. So if you're not even showing up to your own house events, that's a really good idea right about now, because you know, I'm still a left-wing member, and I can kind of tell you guys here on a public spectrum that they are definitely becoming clandestine again, where either you're showing up to events, you're active at these meetings and at these classes, they know you, or they don't. And if they don't, then I can assure you that the commanders are already telling me that they're not messing with you. They're not recruiting you. 1 second here. I'm so sorry. Say goodbye, Icy. Yep, hello, goodbye. I don't know why you say hello when we're saying goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Okay, I do apologize. Hey, room. I do apologize, everyone. Okay, here. Yes, my little icy bear. Totally had to be the star of the show. Alright, so as we were saying, you guys, these classes are very important. Please definitely do your part and partake in them. Outside of that, I really don't have too much more to say today, but however, I know my buddy Gameaholic here has a very important announcement for all TCK members to take note of. Game, would you like to assist us with that today?
Yep. Okay, so members and commanders alike, I just want to let you guys know that we have an official opening date for Stealth and Watcher House. They're being reopened for recruiting again. And with this being said, it means that there's going to be some non-specific timed classes being done based on these houses. So how to snipe, how to be stealthy, etc. That opening date, as agreed by the presidential staff, is going to be January 1st when the new presidential staff take office.
All right. So does anyone here have any questions about that? Okay, well, with no questions, game, I actually have a question for you personally. How do you guys plan on doing this? Are you guys looking to start off with a member base, or Dan, maybe you can give some input on this? Are you guys going to actually do
I
commanders
can,
more or less? What's going on?
we
Talk
can
to me,
probably
guys.
both do some input on this, but for well, me and Dan have been talking about this because we formerly used to be the White Shields of these individual houses. We're starting with a member base and keeping like the mandatory events or like classes and such with their lower houses, to which
Okay.
me and Dan are going to be doing some of the events for the higher houses, but not on a set schedule. Gonna be more like introducing things and then getting some people in, and then they'll learn the ropes of commandership when they're ready.
Okay, but they definitely still feel an obligation to partake in the lower houses, classes, meetings, etc., right? Like that'll still be their core.
Yes,
Absolutely.
so for example,
Wow, that is
yeah, so
totally
say
a
someone was
different
trying,
idea.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sir. I'm listening to your example. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, so when it comes to like commander positions and that, they'd still have to take, if they still had like a limited amount of time, or if they had like some time that they had to serve before becoming a commander, they'd still have to take part in the lower house events essentially to show that they still have the abilities of their lower houses before they can even consider like, certain applications for positions in the higher ones until there's like official commanders who can do those events.
Okay. I mean, but just even to fathom the thought. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. Did you have something you was trying to say?
No, no. So basically, game was just saying. So, still, everything is still going to be as normal. Lower house members still have to go to their meetings as men. So, here's the thing. In order to even qualify for a higher house, sorry, give me a second. My throat. To
Hey, you could try some of that cola in front of
qualify
you right
for
there. It's some pretty good
um,
soda.
I don't have cola, man. Oh, in front of me. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, go
Oh.
ahead and
Okay.
take a sip, man. Yeah.
I was moving you out the way now,
Not my
Rev.
soda,
Real quick.
motherfucker. Goddamn.
Oh, it's one right here. Shit. Shit, it was still yours. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry. So it's still going to be mandatory for uh the people in the lower houses to go to their regular classes and stuff like that. If they're not going into, if for instance, if a infantry guy wants to learn to be in stealth, he has to go to his house classes on top of going to the stealth classes and stuff like that. You can't skip. Um, so we'll open it up, have people come to class, and we'll determine from there if they qualify. And then if they do qualify, we'll have their tryout. And if they pass, of course, they'll be transferred to the higher house. On top of that, commandership, like Game just said, we're not opening positions as far as commanders unless the member is already in that house. They already have to be a member of that house before they can become a commander. I've already got somebody already came to me who's in stealth, who wants to
Yep,
become a
yep,
commander.
yep, yep,
So
yep, yep.
that's being worked on. So yeah, so basically lower house members have to go to the lower house, how meetings and training classes to and on top of that going into the higher house meetings and classes or classes per se to qualify.
Okay, so That's gonna definitely bring another layer to the True Combat King onion, if you will. To just know that all of the opening houses, if you will, infantry and guardian, they're gonna continuously have interaction, influence, and just a wholesome relationship with their higher houses. And hopefully, with the interaction that we're experiencing right now between the two houses, infantry and guardian, that's only going to continue with the higher houses. So hopefully one day we're going to have classes where you're going to have all of TCK showing up to a guardian class or to an infantry class or and that's going to be really freaking awesome one day to see you guys. I'm looking forward to that day. What about you guys? How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I feel like that's already starting, Ray. I mean, because Sensei has his classes for Guardians, and we get a lot of infantry guys come. A few stuff. I think two stuff guys, or one stuff guy was at the last one, I believe. But we're getting to the point where everybody's coming to all the classes. I'm not saying everybody's coming to all classes, but it's open for everybody to be there. I mean, it doesn't hurt to learn somebody else's job on top of knowing your own, just in case we need that shift or move.
Here, 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 here. Okay, and game. What about you? You have anything to say?
All I have to say is just a comment, and it's the step in the right direction. Looking forward to actually giving someone else the sniper.
Here, here. Okay, and does any member here have anything they'd like to say about that? No? Okay. Well, good, excellent. Well, with that being said, you guys, that pretty much concludes the entire membership table for today. Um, Actually, that's not quite true. One second here. Just one second, TCK. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but there's been something brought to my attention, and it's deserves its highlight at today's meeting, actually. So just one second, you guys. I do apologize. Okay, here. I do apologize once again, you guys. I'm currently trying to pull this document up right in front of me so I can let you guys know exactly who is what.
Can I ask who is this Cobra person? I'm sorry, if it's somebody in TCK, just let me know.
Cobra is a member of
Yeah, he's
TCK.
Clash of Clans branch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got disconnected. Sorry.
Okay, so you guys, one thing I would like to say is on December 1st, 2016, we received paid membership from an individual. I'm not going to say this individual's name, but I am going to say their initials. So if you know this individual, definitely have them get in touch with us. We're already reaching out to them via email and everything else we can to say thank you. But to the individual known as SM, thank you for picking up a Silver Crown membership of the True Combat King family. Once we learn more about you, we will gladly get this information posted on our donor page. So thank you so much for everything you have done for us. And just for all members of TCK to know, the weird thing about this membership, it actually came through our Facebook account. Yeah, that's what I said too. So, yeah, I would definitely like to give a very special shout out to this individual. They're our first Facebook paid member. We would definitely do all we can to honor our end of the membership and to make sure that we include a few other bonuses in there for you. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, did you just teabag on her name? Did you just teabag on their name? I will smack the shit out of you if you teabag on their name. You just teabag on their name. I just seen you do it.
Ain't nobody teabagging.
You
Shut up. I was
just
making sure
teabag on their name.
I saw.
Ray, shut
You
up.
saw
I
that
saw that,
too.
Dan.
You saw that
That
too.
was funny.
You saw that too, right?
Yeah.
You sick son of a bitch, Dan.
That wasn't teabagging, fool. I was making sure my controller didn't die.
That's what your kids are calling it nowadays, huh? It's like, all right, but anyway, SM, thank you once again for everything you've done for this family. We appreciate you, and we will be in contact with you soon. Okay, so that does pretty much conclude the member table. Is there anything else at all that we have to talk about at all on the member table? Member table going once, going twice, third and final time. Member table? Yes, sir.
Ray, I'm sorry. And correct me if I'm wrong. Where does um uh well, you know what? Is that the court? What does Lone Wolf fallen in all this?
Um,
Would he be
Court,
considered a member? Was
no,
that at the
that's
city
court?
court.
we'll get with you offline about that one.
Okay, no
All
problem.
right.
I'm just asking.
So, officially speaking, we will not officially recognize that as an official membership question. So with that being said, this table is adjourned. We're moving on. All right. So let's go ahead and move on up to our commander table. All right. Well, TCK commanders, as you guys know, this is your time. This is your hour, and if I'm to be honest with you guys, I really feel like you guys are definitely taking full advantage of it. I mean, I don't know, Dan, how do you feel? Game, what about yourself? How do you guys feel about our current commanders and how they're doing right now?
So I think they're doing a good job. A great job actually. With what they're supposed to be doing. Um, would like to see more people step up to be a commander, but only if they're willing to sacrifice for it. So for what we have right now and the people that are coming up, two guys that are coming up, um, I think that we're doing really good. I think we're doing really good.
Excellent. Game, what about yourself?
Pretty much agree with Dan. Good slow progression. Perfect.
All right. Well, excuse me, guys. This is some really good soda here on this table, and I'm telling you, it definitely gives you the burps. Ask Dan, he'll tell you. But you guys just know we're very proud of you. As commanders, as a whole, we noticed that we have been able to kind of test you guys in a way. This is not a test, it's not a drill. We're not playing with you guys or anything like that. But we are preparing you as the first of the new generation, if that makes any sense. And we understand that we have been definitely giving you guys a lot of information in a very short amount of time. But that's only because we believe you guys are competent. First of all, you're mentally competent. Second, you're mature enough to actually receive this information, catalog it, categorize the information, and represent the information in a timely manner. So we want to thank you guys for definitely demonstrating your maturity and overall your just due diligence. We appreciate you. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. One more thing too, Ray. Just
Railgun in 10 seconds.
I'm thinking about it. Just so everybody know, all the commanders know, well, ain't nobody really in here, but just broadcasting purposes.
Railgun on the field.
Um, structured classes are officially in motion, and everybody has their notes, everybody has what they'll be teaching, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. I look forward to seeing it in classes starting next week, or this week, next week, whatever.
Excuse me.
That's it.
Well, you guys, and on that topic, Dan, I just want to kind of get with you personally on a side note. We would like to make sure that the event calendar on the website is adequately reflecting all of the information and changes that have been presented and updated over the last few weeks. So if your house is not up to date, you guys, please get with your commander and let them know that, hey, we're not having meetings when you say we are. I've checked the website. You're not there when the website says you're supposed to be there. So we need to get with you to get with your commanders to make sure that whenever they're having their one mandatory class, that time is on the website, so other people can take full advantage of being there. Okay, excellent. So yeah, once again, shout out to you guys, commanders. We're very proud of you. There's not really much to say this week. Good job. Commander table going once, going twice. Commander table, commander table, commander table. Nothing else. Let's move on up to our official general table, you guys. TCK, I'm very proud of you guys once again, as a whole, as a family, as a unit.
Railgun in 10 seconds.
To just be very honest with you guys, this year, you guys are Donald Trumping the election. No point intended.
Railgun
Well,
on the
that's just
field.
hilarious. You gotta admit it was. But all in all, I can honestly tell you we have definitely seen more ballots pushed this year than any other year to date. So you guys are rocking it, and if you guys keep this up, you guys are gonna be used as the I don't know, the presidential elect year that made TCK stand still. I can picture it now that we're gonna be comparing other years to this year in future years to come. So great job on that level. We're all very proud of everyone. Now, with that being said, we want you guys to know that TCK goes through a lot to try to pull off any type of special event. They're not easy, they're not cheap. Let's get this out of your heads. They're not easy, they're not cheap. This year, Empty Big has personally took on the obligation of securing our contracts, and we have a pretty good setup. So if you guys would like to know more information about it, it's on top of the website, TCK Las Vegas 2017. You guys, just follow me for a few seconds here. $250 is covering you for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Las Vegas. There will be a dinner included in that. In addition to that, we have condos, okay? Like, it's not just some little room with a bed in it, but it's actually, we have tables, dining furniture, a kitchen. We have a place for you to actually sit down and enjoy time with the family. Now, we understand that $250 may seem like a lot, but if you go ahead, take your time, call for yourselves. When you start seeing how much these packages really cost for resort fees included, then yeah, you're going to be upwards of about $280 to $300. Oh wait, excuse me, and that's just for a room. If you start talking about a condo, on the other hand, yeah, that's like about a $600 expense. Okay, let's just cut the shit. That's very, very expensive. So we have first class accommodations. This is our second year going, you guys. We would love to see more of you. Now, just remember, if you do decide that you want to go to Vegas with us this year, if you put down any money, you have all the way up until April the 15th to validate that you are going with us. After April 15th, there is none, it's non-refundable. Now, on top of that, if you do decide, oh my gosh, it's April the 28th, and I'm gonna have, oh wow, I just hit the Powerball. I have $5,000 now. Well, please understand that we still want to see you, but don't be surprised if that same ticket now costs $400. Because as I said before, it's not cheap. It's on a very special promotion we have here, and it's time sensitive. So we need to gather as much funding. We need to have as many committed members as possible to make sure that we have our slots reserved for next year. So, once again, if you deposit anything, you have up until April the 15th to secure your funding back. We would love to see you guys once again. So, does anyone here have any questions about Las Vegas? Okay, well, with that being said, understand, no, we do not cover your airfare or your travel, however you decide to get there. But just so you guys know, I am going to be running a very special promotion here. I'm going to be running a promotion for you guys going now all the way through. Are you ready for this? Christmas time. All the way through Christmas. We're going to deduct $50 off the cost of that trip. So if you book in between now and Christmas, it's only 200 bucks. Understand that does include your resort fees as well. So that's a solid deal, you guys. Definitely look into it. Definitely check it out. Alright, so with that being said, you guys, it's also time for help for the holidays. Now, we do have a very special family, our sponsor from Papa John's. He happens to know of a very special child who actually requires our help. And as I've already said, you guys, TCK is willing to donate up to $300. But we're going to need some member participation. So to get ready to kick this campaign off right, I'm not going to waste this man's time. He's been too good to myself. He's been too good to you. He's been too good to this name, to this family, to everything we stand for. And I'm going to start this campaign off with $100 myself. Oh, what's that, TCK? You're going to match? Oh, cool. Congratulations, Aaron. We just raised $200 for your family. So if anyone else here cares to match that money, cares to chip in, cares to do their part, whatever, even if you only got $1, TCK would match that dollar as well. If you would like to know more, there's a giant picture right there on the home page. On top of that, on the top of the page, there's going to be a button that says Help for the Holidays. I've been working on some coding right now. I've been trying to get the little thermometer at the bottom of the page that shows exactly how much money we raised for Aaron. So after I get that coding figured out, you guys will see the $100 that I personally am donating today. Everyone else here, best of luck. We really need help here, you guys. This guy's been good to us. And I don't know if you understand what it's like to have a blind son, but it's not exactly the easiest way of life. So let's definitely try to bring this family some holiday cheer, you guys. We say every year that we're a non-profit charitable organization. This is your chance, you guys, to actually practice what we preach. I don't ask us to give a lot. This one family definitely deserves all we can. If you teabag again on my stage, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you, okay? I'm gonna shove this whole hammer up your asshole, you know that, right? Hey, it's you, man. You the one teabagging, not me.
Not teabagging. I'm just making sure my controller don't die.
Gameaholic, did you see that too? I mean, what would you call this? You know, what would you call that? All that up in there, just all up in there, all up in there.
Come on, we broadcasting, bro. Come on.
Okay.
I'll just look around. I'll press the shoe button.
This has been
Dan, I
interrupted
like
by
to do
Ray humping Dan's leg.
Good lord.
All right, you guys. Well, let's get ready to try to keep it moving, shall we? So we covered the presidential ballot, check. We covered Aaron's item case, check. We even covered Las Vegas, check. So is there anything else here in the general table that you guys feel is important that we should talk about today? Nothing from you guys? Excellent. Alright, so once again, if you guys are at home, we want to thank you for tuning in. Let's get ready to close out this meeting properly, shall we? Is there anything else on the general table? General table going once, going twice. Nothing else on the general table? Cool. General table is officially closed out. Well, thank you guys for tuning in at home. It's been a real pleasure having you. Once again, please vote for your in particular presidential party. We don't know who you're going for, but definitely do your part to make sure that the family goes your way. So, yeah. With that being said, let's get ready to close out in our ceremonial fashion. For the first time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the second time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the third and final time today, speak now or hold your peace until the next approved presidential meeting, which will be next Saturday, of course, same time, same channel. But are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? Well, with no further questions, comments, or concerns, thank you once again for tuning in. Officially adjourned. Have a great day, everybody.